Well, this is exciting. If you have ever played Mudrunner or SnowRunner, then this game is definitely going to excite you. It's releasing, says March the 5th, 2024. It's called Expeditions, a Mudrunner game. And I am actually playing through SnowRunner right now, which is kind of like Mudrunner, smashed together with this new SnowRunner, and it's a whole bunch of maps in there, and there's mods galore. There are more maps you can get outside of the DLCs, and speaking of DLCs, there are lots of those as well, and you can consider that a good thing or a bad thing. But there is thousands, and I do mean thousands and thousands upon thousands of hours of gameplay in both Mudrunner and SnowRunner. These games are just absolutely, I wouldn't call them riveting, because they are very frustrating in some cases, but they're also really rewarding, because when you finish something, I don't know if you've played through SnowRunner, like say for example, but getting through some of those log hauling runs, I mean, after you get through those, it's like, what an accomplishment. Oh my gosh, it takes so much to be able to get to that point and to be able to transport, especially long logs. But if you haven't played the game, you have no idea what I'm talking about. And I think you do need a lot of, you do need a lot of patience, certainly going into a game like this. Now, this one seems to have a bit of a different twist. Expeditions is more about the expedition itself, getting from point A to B. And I mean, kind of like that's what SnowRunner is about now. It's a little bit different than this, though. But yeah, you have metal detectors, and you have, drones in this one, and you have binoculars. So this is a different kind of style of game. And I think this is going to attract a lot of people to this series, and some of them will then go probably back and play SnowRunner, like say for example, and do that. But I mean, the game right now is $55 when it's you can pre-order the game, and I'm not sure if this one will have lots of mods or not. It might not. It might, who knows, because the modding community, I can tell you, for SnowRunner, and the mods are built into the game. So you launch the game, I have it in Game Pass, but you launch the game and the mods are all there. You can load up new vehicles, you can load up mods to the vehicles, there's mods for trailers, there's mods for everything in the game, just about. So you can play this kind of like the way you want to play it, which is fantastic, right? Some people want to go hardcore and they don't want any mods, and some people want to have some of the basic mods, and then that will get them into the game quicker and get them through the game. Believe me, even with mods and even with OP vehicles, overpowered vehicles, this game is still going to be a challenge. And I speak of SnowRunner because this one, of course, is not released yet. But yeah, I'm really excited about this game myself personally. And like I said, if you want a game that has massive bang for the buck, pick up SnowRunner if you like this kind of thing, or if you think you would like it, because this is a game, actually, and I just spoke of this in another video, I try games sometimes I don't think I'm going to like, and I like them. I really, really like them. I didn't think I would like this because I thought it would be too slow, but you have to give it some time. And actually, for me, at least for SnowRunner, if it wasn't for all of the mods, I wouldn't be interested in it, because I'm not honestly interested in spending like 60 or 100 hours just barely getting to a point where you have enough funds and enough vehicles to just barely get around. If you're stuck in mud, for example, and you can be for literally hours upon end, getting like from just moving in the map, one kilometer in the map or a distance in the map, it could take you hours to do that. And it can be very frustrating. You can, for example, lose your loads. Your logs can all fall out. Your cargo can fall out, and then you have to kind of do it all over again. And you need to really think about the vehicles that you are using and what's on the route, and maybe other things that you can do when you're coming and going from doing a certain task, and all the rest of it. So it is, at the surface, it seems like it's really silly, right? It's a truck simulator, but it is a puzzle. It's definitely a puzzle. And I am, like I said, I'm really, really enjoying it. So, and I'm a hard time, I'm a pretty hardcore first-person shooter, third-person shooter kind of guy. I mean, I grew up with, I'm let's put it this way, I've been in the industry for a very long time. It's decades. So I mean, but I started, like, you know, really with Commodore 64 and Mission Impossible games and adventure games and first-person shooter games like Quake and Doom and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's the stuff I was always into and always kind of used to growing up. But you know, I've always loved you know, any kind of game that is interesting and captivating, and this is definitely it. You can see here, for example, you can change, you know, the tire sizes. You know, you've got winches, you've got anchor points in this game, drones, like I said. So this looks like it's going to be quite something. I just really hope the mod community, I hope they're teaming up with the mod community now to have like a whole bunch of mods for this game. And maybe some of the mods that work with SnowRunner will work with this one. I don't know. I mean, that's always a hope, right? But the graphics look good in this one, just like a SnowRunner. The graphics are actually exceptional, aside from a few technical glitches, which you're always going to find in games, especially when you crank everything to the max. But yeah, some really nice overall graphics in the game, and that makes it, you know, that much better. Also, physics are really something in this game, you know, with regards to snow and the mud and how you get stuck and how the tires react to the mud and the asphalt and, you know, on-road and off-road and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling now at this point. So I'm going to leave it there. And, you know, are you guys interested in this kind of truck simulator? And are you playing SnowRunner? Have you played Mudrunner? Are you going to be playing Expeditions? I'm Rodney Reynolds. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to smash that notification bell, guys. That's important. Also, like, share, subscribe. Consider becoming a Patreon as well. And you might also want to pick up, and unfortunately, the motherboard tray is not removable t-shirt. And I will see you in the next one.